My dad is one of those people who knew what career he wanted to pursue in 8th grade. Then he went and pursued that. He loves it, he's good at it, and I find it so annoying because I don't think that's the case for most of us. I think most of us meander through our career and are a bit reactive with the opportunities that come to us. And in this week's video, I want to share with you 6 ways to identify your dream career. Even if you're 10 or more years into your career, you might want to refine it. You might want to do something that energizes you more, that's more in alignment with your values, that really uses your strengths. So I'm going to give 6 tips on how to do that. And I can relate because I'm one of those people who's definitely meandered through my career. But I think it helps all of us if we're more intentional and thoughtful and recognize that we are in the driver's seat of our career. So many of us are sitting in the back seat and letting the corporate world or what other people think drive our career. And that's not going to serve you, and that's one of the reasons you might feel unfulfilled. I'm Morgan Quist, I'm your Thrival Guide, and I partner with people to shift from surviving to thriving in their careers. So I encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow my LinkedIn page for weekly roadmaps on how to thrive. The first tip is to identify what does energize you and what your strengths are to ensure that your next career step is in alignment with those. And how might you do that? One way is to really become a good observer of yourself. And I've shared this in a couple other videos, but really to observe throughout the day. When do you feel most energized? What activities and what interactions with others energize you? You feel in the moment, you feel confident, you're using your strengths. What activities and interactions drain you? What do you want to be doing less of? And my suggestion is to journal about that at the end of every day for 2 weeks, and you'll start to notice some patterns and it'll provide some clarity to you. So that's one, is journaling. The second idea is to identify your values. And I actually have a value sheet. So write a note under this video if you want me to post my value sheet, I can do that. But identify your top 5 values and ensure that the company you're working for and the work that you're doing is in alignment with those values. That will help too. Another suggestion is Marcus Buckingham in his book Standout 2.0. I'll put a link to it next to this video. That book has a strengths assessment, and he worked for Gallup for almost 2 decades, so it's very data-driven in its approach, but it identifies the top 2 strengths of yours and what careers might be a good match. And I highly recommend that. I've done the assessment and it's really cool. It's actually fun. So there are some ways, 3 different ways: journaling, the book I recommended, and getting clear on your values. Those 3 things can really help you understand what energizes you and what your strengths are to be that guide. Tip 2, as you think about your dream career, don't think about it in the context of your typical corporate job titles and job categories. Instead, think about it in the context of the activities, again, that energize you, that you're good at, the ways you want to be of service. Think about it that way because we've never been more empowered to create a job, to create our own career. With the technology that's available to us, really any activity can become a job. So don't limit yourself based on a typical corporate structure or job titles. Tip number 3 is to identify a serious challenge that you've had in your life, maybe 5 or more years ago. Something that you've worked through, something you now have experience with and insights about. And your next career step could be helping someone who's going through that same challenge now. You can use your insights, your wisdom, your experiences to be a great partner for that person. Who do you wish was available to you to help you through that dark time, through that challenge? You can be that partner for someone else. What a great way to use your strengths and be of service. I feel like that's what I'm doing. I really wish I had a Thrival guide help me through my career journey. So that's a key reason that I'm doing what I'm doing right now. Tip 4 is kind of my secret tip. And here it is. Here's the secret. You already know what you want your dream career to be. I don't need to tell you, and I probably don't even need to give you these tips. That's why I waited to tell you till number 4. But I dare believe that you already know what it is. It's just, if this is your dream right here, you have all this crap piled on top of it, so you can't see it. And the crap you have piled on top of it is, what is your spouse going to think? What is your family going to think? What if it doesn't work out? What if I'm not good enough at it? What if it takes too long? It's all this crap piled on top of what you know your dream career is. And so tip number 4 is to be honest with yourself, maybe take some time to meditate and just listen to yourself and say, if time and money weren't an option or weren't an issue, which it is, I recognize that, but just to kind of set yourself free of everything and create some openness, what would you be doing? How would you be spending your time, and how would you choose to be of service? So that's tip number 4, is to, instead of discover outside of yourself, uncover within yourself what that dream career is. Tip number 5 is you just have to try it. Like, you might have some ideas on what you think you want your next career step to be, but you're not sure. Well, sometimes you just need to take action and try it. If you're an accountant but want to be a photographer, find a way to study photography, take pictures, create your own photography Instagram profile, offer to take pictures at your friend's baby shower or wedding or birthday party, whatever. Find ways to try what it is you think you want to do. Interview people who have the job now, but take action. Tip 6, really quickly, is to focus on being of service instead of making money. Because if you focus on being of service and you know your why and you know your values, that can be a great guide for you that helps you in the long run, that helps you stay motivated through the difficult times, that helps you look at your analytics in a way that's beyond how much money you're making, or for that matter, how many subscribers you have or whatever. Focus on your why and being of service. I'm Morgan Quist, and I'm your Thrival Guide. I partner with people to shift from surviving to thriving in their careers. So I work with leaders and organizations to help them with their self-leadership, as well as how to effectively lead teams. So I encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow my LinkedIn page for weekly roadmaps on how to thrive. And I look forward to seeing you next time.